NBA, and we're talking about Kevin Durant. He scored 30 points in each of his last, at least 30 points in each of his last 9 games. Only 3 other active players scored 30 or more points in 9 consecutive games within 1 season. Durant is also 6th all-time in points per game. Stephen A., this kid is averaging nearly 27 points each game. So let's talk about him being the best scorer of all time. Is he?
Well, no. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar would be that person. You know, some of the other scorers like the Karl Malones of the world and others. Does he have a chance to be? Absolutely. When you look at Kevin Durant, what you have to understand is that where is the offensive repertoire to rival what he brings to the table? As a 6'9", 6'10" dude with a 7'6" wingspan, he can't post up people but so much because he's very, very slim, very skinny. But outside of that, it's nothing he can't do. He can pull up from 30. He can pull up from 25. He can pull up from 20, 15, 10. He's got a mid-range game. He's got a three-point game. He can put the ball on the floor. He can appear ambidextrous because he can use either hand when necessary to finish the deal. He hits 88% of his free throws. He's a career 27-point scorer with 6.9 rebounds a game. He shoots 47% from the field for his career and nearly 38% from three-point range. This year, he's at 31 on 50% shooting, 41% from three-point range. You keep these numbers up. When this guy's jumper is falling, he is simply unguardable. It's just that simple. So, but do I think he'll catch or eclipse Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Well, not as long as Russell Westbrook is his teammate, because Russell Westbrook's going to get some of his shots too. And Kevin Durant doesn't mind that because that's not his agenda. But at the same time, I think we need to understand that whether the numbers reflect him as the game's greatest scorer or not, there is no one that I can think of in NBA history with the offensive arsenal that this man has at his disposal. Kevin Durant can average 30 in his sleep. That's how good he is offensively.
Which brings us back to the question. I think it's more, Stephen A., about capability. Does he have the arsenal to eventually eclipse Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, as
Yes.
you point out? Yeah,
He
you're
does have the
saying
arsenal.
yes, he does.
He has the arsenal.
If I asked you for one season, just one hypothetical season, who would you pick to lead the league in scoring? And I gave you your choice of history. Who would you pick to lead the league in scoring just 1 year? Would you pick Kevin Durant?
No, because I don't believe that Kevin Durant over the course of 82 games would sustain the level of aggression that, say, somebody like a Michael Jordan would.
I agree. I have to put Kobe Bryant in this mix. Just as the assassin, the killer instinct, I just think Kobe, who, by the way, is only 593 points behind MJ for third on the all-time list behind Kareem and Karl Malone. Kobe would be second. I would go MJ, Kobe. These are just capability of leading the league in scoring. Right. MJ, Kobe, Kareem. Because people forget, I know our younger viewers didn't see enough of Kareem. 7 feet, 2 inches tall, with a little bit of mid-range game, 72% from the free throw line, and a sky hook that was just unstoppable. You want to talk about unstoppable?
The sky hook is the most unstoppable move in the history of basketball.
Yeah. Okay. And then this is close. I think I would put Kevin either 4th or 5th on my list. I don't know what you make of Wilt Chamberlain, but in his heyday, he could just, like you talk about in your sleep, he could get 50 in his sleep. His problem was he couldn't make free throws. So, again, I think I'll give Durant a slight edge in capability over Wilt Chamberlain.
Okay, wait, hold on. Give me your list again.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Kobe Bryant.
Okay.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Okay.
Kevin Durant.
Okay. Fair. Stephen A., you got a list?
I like that list.
MJ, Kobe.
The only reason I will put Kareem above Kevin Durant is because the numbers and what he did speaks for itself. I'm looking at numbers, but I'm also looking at capability. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, even though the level of parity elevated, obviously, during the latter years, the fact of the matter is him and and Wilt Chamberlain, freaks of nature. What are you going to do with guys that size where everybody else seemed like a foot shorter than them and what have you? I mean, was Wes Unseld going to block Kareem shot? Was Elvin Hayes going to do that? Was Bill Russell, as great as he was as a winner and a defender, was he going to stop the Goliath that was Wilt Chamberlain? No, but he was able to beat him because he had a team around him, and big men need the ball. So you have to get the ball up the court and feed them. So again, that takes capability out of the equation. We know what they can do, but we also are aware of what they can't do because they're 7-footers. They're not guards. I'm looking at, in terms of capability, because Kevin Durant doesn't need anybody's help to get him the ball, because MJ doesn't need anybody's help to get him the ball, because Kobe doesn't need anybody to get him the ball. Even though, again, you'll know that Kareem is number one because of numbers, and it's the most unstoppable move, and we get all of that.
Right.
If you're just going capabilities, I'm looking at MJ. I'm looking at MJ, Kobe, and Durant.
Okay? I love your opening point. The only thing that holds Kevin Durant back is his inability at his age and stage of his career, 6th year in the NBA, to post up because he is slender. I think if he fills out a little bit as he gets into his 9th, 10th, 12th year, I think that could change. I think if he learns and develops a little bit of a physical low post game, then on the nights the jumper isn't falling, because some nights it doesn't fall, he could make up for it in the low post.
MJ,
I think Kevin Durant is going to understand even more so that he's going to need to be two things: develop that a little bit more and maintain the aggression he's showing in Russell Westbrook's absence.
I agree.
I think he's going to find that Oklahoma City will not win a title unless he maintains that.
Thank you.